Okay, so I just wanted to brag on old girl here for a minute, and don't mind my stickers. I'm removing them because I'm fixing to do a paint scheme that I'm not telling anybody about. But I gotta brag on old girl. I just took this thing. It's a 2024 CRF300L, and I've got a bigger tire on it. I've got the 130 90 18 on the rear, and I've got the 80 121 on the front. And it's basically, oh no, actually I did the 15 tooth sprocket on the counter shaft. Other than that, I've done nothing else. But I just took this thing on a trail. I I was ready for a trail. I went riding with a couple of guys that definitely knew the area better and knew their bikes better. I'm used to double track, and this was single track. Started getting pretty technical, like going straight up rocks that were uh, at least as high as the front tire. So, and me being me, I my brain says like if they made it, like I can make it, and I just can't think about it. I just have to go, and that's what I did most of the time. And this thing just kept up. Like I was in first gear for some of the super technical stuff, and second gear for the most part. And then some of the short little straightaways, I'd bump up into third, but mostly second gear. But in first gear, I only stalled this thing twice, and I was honestly expecting to dump it a couple of times when I was into my first probably 7 or 8 minutes of the ride with these guys because they were pushing it a bit more. Even though they weren't like, keep up or we'll leave you, they were waiting, all that. But I pushed myself, and this thing was a hoss. Like, it would just pretty much like throttle straight up, like the rocks on onto other rocks, and then just find the groove. These tires just did amazing. I only ever heard one little ting that made me look down to make sure I wasn't leaking, and I got nothing, like a little bit of that, but I'm fixing to vinyl wrap the bottom part of this, but nothing happened. Like all of this is still good. I was hitting stuff so hard with this rim. I was like, I thought I bent my rim twice, honestly. And I had nothing going on. Those are from me changing it the first time. Anyhow, it's just a beast of a bike. And it's a 300. Like, it's weird calling it a beast of a bike, but because it is a 300, but the weight, like, I'm a scrawny guy. I'm only 155, 160 at best. And I was able to handle this for the first time on a track like that and not dump it. I didn't dump it a single time. I stalled it twice. Both times were when I came up a big old rock, and there was another big section that I wasn't mentally prepared for, and I stopped and it stalled out. But other than that, I mean, if you're having any doubts and you really want to get out there, and maybe you're like me and depression was starting to really eat at you, and you had some past dirt bike experience and you love bicycles, if you look around, yeah, it's a mess. But I have the Trek. I have that old school Schwinn, but I have the Trek. Then I stepped up to the Rad e-bike. Then I got this scooter that's fixing to be another sand project. And then I got this. And my other vehicles are horses. Like I've always been on top of what I'm riding. But I've never done a trail like I did today. And I'll try to put it in this video somehow, or maybe I'll just share a short of the video. But I just wanted to share that because if you're wanting to get out there, like get out there. Like the two guys I rode with, one had the KTM 300 and another guy had the KLR, I believe, and it was the 300. We were all out there. Two-stroke was definitely faster, but the KTM. But anyhow, we'll get there. Just wanted to share that.